Carlos Ramsey's With the Enhancing Mind. In Chapter 1 of Your Enhancer and Destroyer, I kick things off with explaining the importance of awareness as the first step in self-mastery. I briefly touch on how practicing awareness can make you aware of this metaphorical 1,000-pound vest that we've been dragging around with us. So used to the weight that we don't feel it anymore. The 1,000-pound vest being all of our emotional burdens, mental burdens, and hindering personality traits and beliefs that influence the way we think, the way we act, the way we react, what you allow yourself to do and what you don't allow yourself to do. It all plays a role in whether we become the person we've always wanted to be or not. This 1,000-pound vest is important to address within ourselves because self-mastery is about movement. It's about moving forward. And you can only move so much when you're constantly weighed down by everything within you that doesn't want to change. Think about the 1,000-pound vest in physical terms, right? Pretend you actually have one on. Say you go to a fitness coach and ask them to help you get in the best shape of your life. They're like, okay, cool, go jog a mile. But you have this 1,000-pound vest on. You know, for the sake of this example, let's just say it's 100 pounds. How far will you get jogging with a 100-pound vest on? I'll tell you, nowhere near as far as you would without it. The same applies to our hindering factors. Unless you address these belief systems and actions that form the foundation to stagnant or destructive habits, your path to self-mastery is going to feel like you're trying to jog with a 100-pound vest on. You're going to get tired faster. You're not going to make as much progress. And as a result, you're going to begin to think that either the program doesn't work or that you're a lost cause. Neither of those are true. But you can't shed yourself of burdens that you don't see. Like that background buzz your fridge makes. You're so used to the sound that you don't even hear it anymore. The mind tuned it out. Likewise, you can have negative or stagnant traits that you're so used to or that are so embedded in your personality or your identity that you don't see them as negative or as detriments. You don't see them as holding you back. But again, in order to move forward and onto the person you want to become, you have to shed yourself of this weight first and then kick things off. But how do we start dissolving this weight? Shedding ourselves of these burdens? Well, with awareness. It really is that simple. You just have to let it be that simple, and that's the hard part. Simply become aware of these painful and detrimental emotions, fears, past traumas, behavior patterns, and modes of thought that hold you back from becoming your genuine self. Once you become aware of how you tick, you'll become aware of why you don't tick in the direction you want to go. It all starts there. And the book is great at uncovering this for you. Once there, allow yourself to let go and replace. Tell yourself that despite what you've been going through and what you're afraid of, you will allow yourself to become the person you know you can become. It really is that easy. Nothing has power over you. No past event, no traumas, no current behaviors or beliefs. Nothing has the power to hold you back from becoming who you want to be unless you let it. It really is that simple. And I'll tell you, people that struggle with letting go of their past or their current identities like to rip me a new one for saying that. Some people want it to be harder than it is, or harder than it has to be, because they are afraid to let go for one reason or another. Therefore, letting go has to be a daunting task. But I'll share this. I've gotten over the chains of my painful past and rid of my old habits, my old identity, in this way. And I personally know a lot of winners that have done the same. No closure, no justice, no bargaining. We all just let go, shrugged it off. And if you do happen to struggle to let go of your past or current self, one thing that really helps is meditation. Now, you're going to hear me recommend meditation a lot, and that's because meditation is an introduction to neuroshifting. Calm the mind. Forget past, forget future. Focus on your life state as it is right now and just breathe that in for a few minutes. Over time, what this will do is help you realize that past pains and future worries don't actually exist outside of your mind, and that the current self only ever exists in the form that you choose it to exist. Only in the absolute present, in the absence of past, future, anticipation, and expectation, will you come to realize the malleability of the self, the elasticity of the soul, moldable like fresh clay as opposed to rigid like stone. But you can only realize that from living in the absolute present, so I encourage you to try it. And I'll also say this: it's okay to let go of things that don't serve you and to only hold on to the things that serve your personal development. It is okay to do that. You are in full control of what does and doesn't have influence over your life. Begin to see your beliefs and your identity like water instead of stone. Your beliefs and therefore who you are not set in stone. You are a creator, so start acting like it. Your beliefs are only stones if you want them to be, or they're only set in stone if you want them to be. You can make them fluid like water, ever changing, ever renewing, ever evolving, with nothing more than you simply wanting them to. Become aware of the factors within that hold you down and simply choose to no longer allow them to be factors. So how do we get rid of the 1,000-pound vest? You just take it off. That's all I've got for you. Carlos Ramsey's with the Enhancing Mind. Talk to you soon.